everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. This is Pratik Srivastava here. In this video, we are going to solve Accenture question based on the latest examination pattern. I will be solving cognitive question and Ansika ma'am will solve pseudocode, MS applications and cloud and networking question. If you have any Accenture upcoming examination, then this video is going to help you a lot. So this will be useful for ASE role and SASA role, if you are preparing for, because the syllabus is almost same except the coding. Now, so let us start with the question number one. So friends, question number one is very simple, but in exam what happens, so when a student sees this question and they will start taking the difference, they will waste 2 to 3 minutes, and then also they will not be getting the answer, right? So they will take the difference 2, then the difference is 18, then the difference is 24, and then the difference is 76, right? See, if you start solving the question without even thinking, then definitely you will not be able to get the answer and you will waste your time also. So you should and must solve enough question to understand like how to identify the logic. You should be knowing, okay, so what are the method you can use to identify. Now once I see this question, friends, directly it comes to my mind. So 25 is 5 square, right? 49 is 7 square, and 125 is 5 cube. Remaining things we will see later. Now here if we'll try to see, so this is 7 to the power 1 and this is nothing but 5 to the power 1. That means what I could see here, so this is nothing but 5 to the power 1, 5 to the power 7 to the power 1, 5 square, 7 square, and then definitely here it will be 5 cube and 7 cube. So 7 cube is nothing but 343. Is there any option? Option D. That's all your answer is done here. So the proper practice, the proper concept should be there, then only you will be able to clear AC or SASA rule. Friends, please remember cube from 1 to 35, 1 to 15, okay, and squares you remember from 1 to 35, right? So cube 1 to 15, 1 to 15 is sufficient. You won't be getting like 17, 18, 19 cube, and squares from 1 to 35, so that the problems you will be easily able to do in the exam. Now question number two. So all the problems are easy only, but if you have not done this kind of question, if you have not done proper practice, then only you will be facing trouble. Now this kind of questions generally you will be able to solve with the help of position of alphabet. D is 4 and E is 5. Now many students will think 4 plus 5 is 9, we should do plus one more, right? Okay, so this kind of logic you will be thinking, but generally in the question you won't be finding this kind of logic, right? So 4 plus 5 is 9 and 9 plus 1 will be 10. And here if you'll see the position of H, so already I have taught you in basic, so H will be 8 and I is nothing but 9, right? I is nothing but 9 because I is the next letter by H, and then it is 17 plus 1 is 18, but there is no such options here, right? That means definitely the logic is different, which you have to understand. So here what they have done, 4 into 5, 4 into 5 is 20, and then they divided by 2, which gave them 10. So basically positions they have multiplied and then divided by 2. Same logic you have to apply. So 8 into 9 and divided by 2. So 72 by 2 will be nothing but 36, right? So option A will become the correct answer, right? So friends, if you seriously want to crack Accenture exam, if you serious about that, and if you have 1 or 2 days time also, no problem, right? So even in 1 or 2 days you can clear the exam with the help of Accenture crash course and 10 free mock test series. One day you give on the videos, okay? So see, on reasoning we have covered all the videos which is required for your examination, so it is only specific for Accenture. Verbal ability also, coding question also, pseudo code. So everything is very much designed for your Accenture exam itself. And then at the end you have 10 test series, write the test series and then go and give the examination. So even if you have 1 or 2 days, everything has been covered here, okay? Go through in one day, and one day you give the mock test series, and that's all. You will be able to do excel in the examination. When in the examination, the link is in description, and the price is also very much nominal, just 499 rupees. If you are preparing for AC role or SASA role, for both it is very useful. Now question number 3. Now here you see, so in a certain code language, by is coded as 245, Ola is coded as 265. Then car will be coded as what? Now, so friends, what happens? This kind of questions is really little tricky. So first get the position. So B position is 2, Y position is 25, and E position is 5. Now if you'll add this, it will become 32, right? So you will not be able to get, see, if you multiply by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So 8 2 is 16, 8 3 is 24 plus 25. So you will not be able to get anything. Now, what I'm going to do here, friends, so I am going to find out the position of their opposite letter. So I'm going to find out the position of their opposite letter. So B opposite letter, boy. So B opposite letter is Y, right? So I have taught you in the classroom basics. So B opposite letter is nothing but Y, and Y position is nothing but 25. Y opposite letter is definitely B. So B is nothing but 2. And E, so E opposite letter is, if you remember, electric vehicle. So V, right? And V, what is the position for V2? Because it has 2 points. So this is nothing but V, and it is 22. Now, if you add everything together, then it is nothing but 27, and 27 plus 29 is 49. And if you multiply by 5, you get 245. So this is the logic. And definitely, if you have not practiced enough, you will not be able to get that in exam. Now C, so C, crux, right? So Yamaha crux. So C opposite letter is X, A opposite letter is Z, A to Z, R opposite letter, right? So what will be the opposite letter of R? Indian Railway, right? So I have told you Indian Railway, so I. Now X is 24 because it has 4 points. Z is 26, right? The last letter I is nothing but 9 because I looks like 9. Okay, so this trick also should be there in your mind. Now 26 plus 9 will be 35, and 35 plus 24 will be 59. Okay, 59. And if we'll do 5, then 60 into 5 will be 300. So this will be 295. So options 3 will become the correct answer, right? So getting the logic. So basically, what we have done is, so we have taken the position of the opposite letter, right? So that's the reason I am telling you practice is very, very much required. And here in this course, you will be getting a lot of practice, right? So if you go to reasoning videos, and if you go to coding decoding, 1 hour and 10 minutes, and if we try to see the number of problems which we have done, so we have done around 50 problems in almost 50 problems, you can see. So this is 48th problem, and then it is still going on, right? So we have done around 50 problems per topic. That will give you a lot of experience, and the link is in description. Still you have time, you can check. Even one day preparation is more than sufficient to crack the Accenture exam, and that's what we have covered here. Now, how many triangles are there in the following figure? So friends, this triangle question is square based question. All these questions are really trouble making in the examination. So what I'm going to do, please try to understand. So this kind of figures, so here I will mark points A, B, C. Okay, A, B, C, and then D, E, F. Okay, D, E, F. Okay, so now I will start with A, and then because we have 3 points, we start with B, and then we will start with C, and we will write down the triangles. So we have one ABD. So we have one ABD, and then we have ADF. So starting with A, I am doing ADF. Then if you'll see, I have a triangle ABE. So starting with E, and then we have the bigger triangle ABC. Then we have AEC, right? So wherever possible, see ABE, done. Okay, ABD, again ABD is already done, right? So ABD is done, and then AEB is done. Then AEC is also done. ABC is done. ABF, right? So ABF, then ABF is one of the triangle, right? So ABF. Okay, and then ADC, then ADC is one of the triangles. So we have 3 3 6. Okay, then AC, right? So ADC. Okay, then ADF is covered. So ADF is covered, right? And then ADC, okay, that is also covered. Fine. So with A we have 3 and 3 6 and plus 1 7 triangle. Now let us start with B. So when we will start with B, keep in mind that we will not be taking A, right? Because already with B with A is already we have all the triangles. So now when we are starting with B, so we can see BDE, so BDE, then BFC, then BFC, okay, and then BDE, BFC, and then you see BDC. So BDC. So with B we have 3, with A we have total 7, and now the last one. So we have C. So you could see CDE, CDE, and then we have C. Again, when you are starting with C, don't take with B or A. Then CDE and CDF, right? Okay. And CDB is already B. So you don't have to take B itself. Now this is 2. So total 12. So total 12 triangles are there in this particular figure, right? So friend, this kind of problems, no, you have to be very, very clear, and then only you will be able to solve. Now next question: the concession of rail fares for the journey to hill station has been cancelled because it is not needed for the people who can spend their holidays there, right? So definitely, see here what railway is telling. So railway has cancelled concession in the railway tickets who is going for holidays on the hills, because what railway is thinking, see, it is not needed for them because they have enough money to go and spend their holidays on hills. Why should we give concession to them? We should give concession to the people who needed it, right? So here they are not needing it. So from the statement we have, right? So after reading that, what, see, I have not seen the assumption right now. From the statement, what I can assume from here, that railway does not want to give to the people those who not need it, those who have money and going and spending on holidays, right? So railway is going to give it to the needy one, right? So needy one. Now railway should give concession only to needy person, yes. So that is what railway has done. So that is definitely for the needy person only. Railway should not encourage to spend their holidays at hill station. No, see, that has not been told, that railway is not should encourage or should not encourage. See, railway is thinking about a needy person, not the non-needy person. So here only assumption 1 is implicit. Then question number 6. So it comes from the blood relation. So A cross B means A is father of B. Okay, so this they have given. Which of the following indicates N is the mother of K? Now, friends, if N is mother of K, then N will be female. Okay, one thing which you have to keep in mind. Then, so N cross F. N cross F means what? So N cross F means N is father. That means N will become male. I don't want, see, you do not have to draw the blood relation diagram for everything, blood relation tree for everything. See, from here only we are able to make out that N is, from here only we are able to make out that N is what? So N is male here. So this is gone. Then again, N cross, here also N cross means N will be male. N minus is N is husband, again N will be male here. So option B only you have to check, because none of these has been also given. So we will check only option B. H cross K. H cross K means H is father of K. H is father of K, and K divided by N means K is daughter of N. That means K is daughter of N. So the mother of K is nothing but N, and they will be husband wife, right? Okay. So which of the following indicates N is the mother of K? Option B. That's all, so simple. Then question number 7. So it is from the topic syllogism, and syllogism is always confusing for you all, and that's the reason we are trying to make the syllogism easy. Now let us see. All chilies are garlic. So all chilies, right? So all chilies are garlic. All chilies are garlic. Some garlics are onion. Some garlics are onion. Okay. Now, friends, if you'll see, the relation between chili and onion has not given. All onions are potatoes. So all onions are potatoes. Okay. And then no potato is ginger. And then no potato is ginger. No potato is ginger. Clear? Fine. Now let us look at the conclusion. Please understand one by one. I know many of you will give the wrong answer here. That is, I'm damn sure. Okay. You can try. before you solving this. No onion is a ginger. Okay, now friends, you see, so onion, they are telling potato does not have any relation with ginger, right? So you please try to visualize here. So they are telling potato do not have any relation with ginger. All right, okay, now, and potato does not have any relation, and this onion is inside. So if potato only does not have any relation, then definitely onion also will not have any relation with ginger. So this goes as correct. Fine. Now some garlics are potatoes. So garlic is here, right? Garlic is here and this potato is here. Both are crossing each other. Fine. Some chilies are potato. So chili and potato relation is not given. So chili and potato relation is not given. See, chili relation with onion and chili relation with potato is not given. So if they ask in the conclusion, I will say please don't ask. Okay, now no chilies are ginger, so chili relation with ginger is also not given. Chili relation with ginger is also not given, so that also we cannot say anything, but most of you will mark this true. Friends, one thing you understand, this ginger I can draw it like this also, this ginger I can draw it like this also, then also the potato will not have any relation and chilies might be ginger. So please make sure that you make a table here where the relation is not been given, and if they ask in the statement conclusion, you have to mark it false. So only 1 and 2 follows, not this option, right? Some of you might comment, sir, this will be the correct answer. No, my dear friends, it is not. And that's the reason, friends, in the courses, right? So if you'll see, so syllogism video I have made for 2 hours, so that even the small concept like 1 hour 50 minutes, so even the small concept will be also clear and you will not have to struggle, right? Okay, fine. So I hope things are clear to you, friends. And now we will be moving towards the pseudocode, your MS Office, and cloud and networking question. Thank you.
So in this video, we are going to solve pseudocodes questions, and then we will be solving common applications and MS Office, and then we will move to cloud services and network security. Right. So let's start with the very first question. First of all, let me take the pen. So just a minute, okay? Yeah. There are some integers x, y, and z, and we are storing some values to y and x. Okay, and then we are performing XOR operation between x and y, and then the resultant will be stored in the value of z, and then we have to print z. So let's solve this question. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do, we have to take an XOR between x and y. So what is the value of x? X is 2, and what is the value of y? Y is 1. So this is XOR operation, and this is a bitwise operator. So we have to change these decimal digits into binary first of all, so that we can perform this operation. So the binary format of 2 is according to 8421. The binary format of 2 will be 10, right? We will mark the position of 2 as 1, okay, to make 1, and 1 is 1, sorry, this is 1, okay, 1 is 1 only. Now from here we can perform XOR operation. Now how does XOR work? So XOR work if this is A and this is B, and we are performing A XOR B. So if the value of A is 0 and if the value of B is also 0, so it will give us 0. If the value of A is 0, what the B of B is 1, so this will return as 1. If the value of A is 1 and B is 0, then it will also return 1. And if both the values are 1, then it will return 0. So what is the conclusion here? The conclusion is, if both the values of A and B are same, then it will return 0. And if both the values are different, means first is 0 and another is 1, or first is 1 and another is 0, so it will return as 1. Right? So let's perform the XOR operation here. So 0 and 1 will be 1 only. 1 and 0 will be 1 only. 0 and 0 will 0. 0 and 0 will 0. Now what it is? Let's convert it into decimal. 2 and 1 is 3. So this is the binary format of 3. So the resultant will be 3. Now this 3 will be stored in Z, and then we have to print Z. So we will print Z, and what is the value of Z here? Z is 3. So 3 will be the correct answer over here. I hope it makes sense and it is clear to you. So let's move on to the next question. Just a minute. Yeah. Let's take a pen from here. Yeah. So here are some integers A, B, C, and then we are storing some values to B and C. Okay, so B is assigning 4 and C is assigning 5, right? Now here is a for loop for each A from 2 to 4. So this loop will start from 2 for A equals to 2, and this loop will goes up to 4, and here we are incrementing the value of A. Now what we have to do is, first of all we have to print C. Then what we are doing, B assign B minus 1 and C assign C plus B, and here the end of all, right? So at the very first iteration, what we will do, first of all A assign 2, and here we will check for the condition whether A is less than equals to 4 or not. So 2 is less than equals to 4, so condition is true and the control will come into the for loop. Now first of all, the very first thing is print C. So we have to print C. Okay, so what is the value of C? C is 5 first of all. So we will print 5, right? Then the control will moves here, and this will be V minus 1. So what is the V value? What is the value of V? V is 4. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Now C assign C plus B. So C value is 5, okay, and B value is 3. From here you can see that B value is 3, so it will be 8, right? Now the control will go again into the loop and it will increment the value of A. Now A value is 3. Okay, A value is 3 and it will check for the condition. 3 is less than equals to 4, so the condition is again true. Then it will print C. So what is the last updated value of C? C was 8. So it will print 8. Okay, then the control will moves here again. Now B assign B minus 1. So B assign B minus 1. So what is the value of B? B last value was 3 and 3 minus 1 becomes 2. Right? 3 minus 1 will become 2. And let's come here and C assign C plus B. So what is the last value of C? C was 8 plus B. B is 2 now. So it will be 10. Right? Now again the control will goes here and the A value will be 4 now, and it will check for the condition whether 4 is less than equals to 4. So the 4 is equals to 4, so the condition is again true. This will come into the for loop and it will print C. So what is the last updated value of C? C was 10. So C will be printed, or we can say 10 will be printed. Now from here B assign B minus 1. So it will be 2 minus 1. So it will become 1 only. Now here C assign C plus B. So the last updated value of C was 10 plus B. So what is the last updated value of B? B is 1. So C is now 11. Now the control will again come into the for loop and it will increment A value. So A value is now 5 and 5 is less than equals to 4. So the condition is false now and we will jump out of the for loop. And the program is ends here. So what is the output here is 5, 8, 10. So this will be the correct answer over here. I hope it makes sense and it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question now. So the next question is, okay, in the main function, there is a number which is storing the value 987. Now, int remainder, it is called as remainder. Now, there is a while loop and it will run up to number is not equals to 0, right? And what we are going to do here is remainder assign number modulus 4. So, let's start. Number modulus 4. So, this time number value is 987 modulus 4. Okay, so what does modulus operator do? So it returns the remainder. If we divide a number by another number, so it will return us the remainder. So if we divide 987 by 4, so what we will get as the remainder? So 4 to the 8 and 18, 4 4 the 16, 2 and 7, 4 6 the 24 and 3. So what we will get as a remainder? We will get 3 as the remainder. So 3 will be the answer stored in it, right? And here number assign num divide by 10. So if we divide 987 by 10, what we will get? We will get 98.7, right? But it is an integer value, so it will only store 98. Okay, so the answer will be 98. Now again we will come into the for while loop, okay, and we will check for the condition whether number is not equals to 0. So this time number is updated to 98. So we will check 98 is not equals to 0. So the condition is true. We will come into the while loop again and we have to repeat the procedure for the changed value. Now num modulus 4. So num value is now 98, right? Modulus 4. So when we divide 98 by 4, what we will get? 4 to the 8 and 4 4 is 16. So 24, it will gives us remainder 2, right? Okay, let's check it here. 98 divided by 4. 4 2 is 8, 1, and 4 4 is 16. So 2 will as a remainder. So we will get 2 as a remainder. Now at this line, number assign num 10. So when we divide 98 by 10, so what we will get? We will get 9.8, but as this is the integer value, so it will only store the integer part. So 9 will be stored over there. So now num value is 9. Again, we will come into the while loop and we'll check for the condition whether 9 is equals to 0 or not. So 9 is not equals to 0, so the condition is again true. We will come again in the while loop, and what we will do, we will be storing the remainder value again. So remainder is equals to num modulus 4. So this time num value is 9 modulus 4. So when we divide 9 by 4, so 4 to the 8, this okay, so let's divide here. Okay, 4 to the 8, so the remainder will be 1 only, right? So 1 will be stored in the remainder. Now at this line, num assign num modulus 10. So when we divide, this time num value is 9, so num divided by 10, so it will be 0.9, right? So, but it is stored but it only stores the integer value, so it will store only 1, sorry, 0. So it will store 0, so this time number value is equal to 0. So we will again come into the while loop and we'll check for the condition whether 0 is not equal to 0. 0 is equal to 0, so the condition is false here, right? And we will out of the while loop. So we will come here at the print part. So we have to print remainder. So the last value of remainder was 1. Okay, so 1 will be printed over there, right? 1 will be printed over there. Yeah, so let's move on to the next question. There are two integers x and y, and x is storing 15 and y is storing 12. Now what we are doing, x minus 1. Y assign x minus 1. So x value is 15. So 15 minus 1 will become 40, right? Now in the do while loop, first of all, what we have to do, we have to print x. Okay, so first of all, I am writing here, okay, uh, print x. So what is the value of x? X is 15. Okay, now at this line, x will be updated by performing this operation, y plus x minus 2. So what is the last updated value of y? Y is 14 plus x minus 2. So x value was 15. 15 minus 2 will become 13. So we will add it. 4 and 3 will be 7, and 1 and 1 2. So it will be 27. So now the value of x is 27. Now we will check for the condition here. While x is less than 40, so 27 is less than 40. So the condition is true. We will come into the do while loop again, and we will have to print x. So what is the last updated value of x? X was 27. So we will print 27. Now at this line, we will update the value of x again. So x is y plus x minus 2. So y value is 14 again. Now x minus 2. So the last updated value of x was 27. 27 minus 2 will become 25. Now let's add it. 5 and 4, 9. 2 and 1, 3. So this will be 39. Now we will again check while x is less than 40. So 39 is less than 40. So the condition is again true. We will again come into the do while loop and we will have to print x. So what is the last updated value of x? X is 39. So we will print 39. Now from here, we have to again update the value of x. Why? Y plus x minus 2. So what is the last updated value of y? Y was 14 only and it never been updated again. Now x minus 2. So what is the last updated value of x? X was 39. 39 minus 2 is 37. Now let's add it. 7 and 4, 11. 1 carry 4 and this will be 5. So this will become 57. Now here I have to check for the condition. X less than 14. So 51 is less than 40. So the condition is false here and we will come out of the do while loop. Okay. Now what was the output here? 15, 27 and 39. So this is the correct answer over here. This will be the answer for that question. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is, there are some integers value and n. Value is having 32 in it and n is storing 1. Now while loop will start and the condition is value greater than equals to 9. So value is greater than equals to n. Okay. Now we have to update the value of value. Value, right shift 1 and then end loop, and at the last we have to print value. Now, okay. So first of all, the value is 32, right? And is it greater than equals to 1? So the condition is true. We will come into the while loop and we will right shift. Okay, value like right shift 1. So if we have to perform a right shift b, so what is the resultant of this? This resultant is a upon 2 raised to the power b, right? So when we perform value right shift 1, so what is the value of value? So 32 right shift 1. So at the place of a there is 32, so 32 upon 2 raised to the power 1. So this will be 32 upon 2 and it will be 16. So this time value is updated to 16. Now we will again check for the condition. Value 16 is greater than equals to 1. So the condition is true. Okay, this is not 11, this is 16. 16 is greater than 1. So the condition is true. And we will again perform some operations and we will update the value of value. Now what we have to do is value assign value right shift 1. So value is 16 this time and right shift 1. So again at the place of a, what is this? 16 and 2 raised to the power 1. So it will be 8, right? Now value is 8 and again we will come into the while loop and we'll check for the condition. Whether at 8 is greater than equals to 1, the condition is again true. We will perform the same operations again. Now 8 right shift 1. So 8 right shift 1 means 8 upon 2 raised to the power 1. So it will be 4. Now the value is 4 and we will again check for the condition whether 4 is greater than equals to 1. So the condition is again true. We will come here and we will again perform right shift operator. So 4 right shift 1. So it will be 4 upon 2. So it will be 2 now. Now the value is 2. We will again jump into the while loop condition and we'll check for the condition whether 2 is greater than equals to 1. So the condition is again true. Now it will again update the value. So it will update the value. I'm updating here 2 right shift 1. So it will be 2 upon 2 raised to the power 1. So it will be 1 only. Now the value is 1 and it will again go for the condition and it will check whether 1 is greater than equals to 1. So the condition is true as 1 is equals to 1. Right. So it will again perform right shift operation to 1 right shift 1. So it will be 1 upon 2 raised to the power 1. So it will be 0.5. But as the value is integer, so it will only store 0. Right. So last updated value of value was 0. Now what we have to do, we have to print value. So the last value of value was 0. So this is how the value 0 will be printed. I hope it makes sense and it is clear to you. So let's move on to the next question. So these questions are from MS Office and applications, and then we will move to cloud security and networks. Right. So the very first question is refers to back the object to one level or to all objects. So it is align. Refers to back the object to one level or to all objects. So it refers to align. Now fill up lines to drop cap. So there are default 3 lines. There are 3 lines by default to drop cap. Right. So let's come here. Microsoft Office is a shareware, public domain software, an application suite, or a firmware. An application suite. Microsoft Office is an application suite. Right. Now, what is the default page size for Word document? So if we see a Word document, it will look like a A4, but the actual size is letter, and its actual size is like something 8 point something into 11 inches. I guess that much. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Next question is fill up refers to numbers that are positioned slightly higher or slightly lower than the text or on the line respectively. So it will be subscript and superscript. So subscript and superscript refer to the numbers that are positioned slightly higher, like this. If I have to write H2O, so this is slightly lower, and if I have to write A square, so it is slightly higher. So these are superscript and subscript. This is subscript and this is superscript. If the number is in forward, so it will called as superscript. If the number is in lower, so it will called as subscript. Right. So let's move on to this question. View the document as it would look as a web page. Outline, print layout, full screen reading, or web layout? So it is web layout. The document as located as a web page is web layout. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is the PowerPoint. In PowerPoint, the header and footer button can be found on the Insert tab. In what group? Tables group, text group, object group, or illustration group? This can be found in text group. Yeah, text group. Okay. Now, the slide that is used to introduce a topic and set the tone for the presentation is called it is title slide. Title slide is a slide that is used to introduce the topic and set the tone for the presentation. Is called the title slide. As we can drop the title there. Right. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is, which file are content ready-made styles that can be used for a presentation document? So these are templates files. Templates files are the content ready-made styles that can be used for a presentation document. Now, fill up are special visual and sound effects contained in presentation graphics. So these are animations. Animations are special visual and sound effects contained in presentation graphics file. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is, which option allow you to select line? Just a minute. Okay. Select line, curve, freeform, or scribble tools. So insert motion path. Insert motion path allows you to select line, curve, freeform, or scribble tools. Now, which of the following was one of the bigger aspects of early cloud computing service offerings? Logging, integrity checking, consistency checking, and none of the many. So it is logging. On some website, its answer is integrity checking, but it's wrong. Okay, on Sen Foundry, its answer is logging. Logging is the correct answer over here. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is which one of the following is a common means for losing encrypted data? Lose the keys, lose the encryption in standard, lose the account, or all of the many. So which of the following is a common means? Lose the keys is the common means for losing encrypted data. Now, which of the following service provider provides the highest level of service? So SaaS provides the highest level of service. Now, which of the following is virtual machine conversion cloud? BMC Cloud Computing Initiative is the virtual machine conversion cloud. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today from my side. And I hope all the questions are clear to you. So let's practice these questions as well. And don't forget to practice more and more questions. Okay, so we will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.